Alright, you guys, welcome back to the Joy of Gay Sex series on Charlie's Unique with me, of course. And the last topic we talked about was a very interesting topic, and this is going to be yet another interesting topic. And once again, like I said, every aspect of sex has to be talked about here on the show. And this topic is something that has been seen by people many dozens of times, and it's not understood why it's a turn on. It's definitely something I would never think about in my life, and I'm sure that a lot of other people will not think about ever doing. But people have done it, and people are turned on by it, and I think that even still to this day, people do it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is sex with animals, aka bestiality. Yeah. Sex with animals, you guys. Sex with animals seems to have been much more common throughout history than many of us would suspect. In the Western world, it was labored sodomy by the church and the court, a category that also included masturbation, anal intercourse, oral genital contact, and coitus interruptus, pulling out before you come, and punished harshly. The most famous case in America was that of Thomas Gregor, a teenager who lived in Plymouth Colony in 1642. The unfortunate and horny boy confessed to and was found guilty of burglary or buggery, fucking with a mare, a cow, 2 goats, 5 sheep, 2 calves, and a turkey. Don't ask. Now that's what you call a sexual appetite. Sex historian Vern Billard tells us, though there was some difficulty in identifying the sheep so unnaturally used, mixed as they were with the flock, somehow 5 were selected to be executed along with the other animals, and they were burned in a great pit. Young Granger himself was also executed. The peculiarity of burning animals for sodomy was understandable, since the Puritans believed that animals, like people, were responsible for their behavior. The Chinese were constantly accused of having love affairs with geese. Both Sir Richard Burton and Polo Mantegazza accused them of fucking geese and wringing their necks at the moment of ejaculation, so as to get the pleasurable benefit of the anal splinter's last orgasms in the victim. French farmers were said to do the same. They claimed to have learned the sex practice from the English, and sex with animals is probably the only thing never blamed on the Italians. Now, just a quick thing real quick, when they said the wringing their necks or whatever to tighten the anal or whatever, that's also a donkey punch in the human language. I guess donkey punch is where, you know, someone's laying down on their stomach or whatever and they're getting screwed, and then you literally take your fist and you punch them in the back of the head or the neck right before you're about to come, and it tightens up their, I guess, their ass. I'm sure a lot of people, like sadomasochists, people who enjoy pain, have tried that and have endured that and probably do enjoy that. Yeah. There's freaks out there, you guys. One supposes life on the average farm was lonely much of the time. Shepherds tending their flocks day after boring day must have done a certain amount of jerking off in the fields. No surprise if over time they started fucking the sheep they were caring for. Only the most sexually repressed would blame them. Though admittedly we city boys snicker about farm boys fucking the livestock. Or are we just jealous? There doesn't seem to be a lot of sex with animals these days, although perhaps it's merely closeted. We suspect that the incidence of animal sex is lower than it's been because of so much mechanicalization on the farm, the population shift to urban centers, and the replacement of family farms with corporate ones. Moralists condemn sex with animals as disgusting, immoral, and generally horrible. Fortunately, it's no longer a crime in a great many places, and nowhere in the United States it is a capital crime. We disagree with the moralists. Lots of children have looked at and played with the genitals of their pet cats and dogs, and we've heard of more than one who has masturbated his pet dog. The sexual partner of one of the Arthurs had a large and likable Great Dane who sometimes attempted to get involved in their twosomes. Only after many complaints did the trick admit he trained the dog to have sex with him. The cowardly Arthur failed to make this a three-way. Like other inexperienced city dwellers, we may not so readily fathom the mechanics of cow, sheep, or horse fucking, but see no reason to condemn it out of hand. We hope it doesn't become the only sexual contact in a man's life. Frederick the Great took a practical attitude. During an important battle, he observed a soldier he recognized, feathered in irons. "Why is that excellent soldier in irons?" he asked of the officer in charge. "For bestiality with his horse," was the reply. "Fool," said Frederick the Great. "Don't put him in irons, put him in the infantry." So, yes, there are people out there who are still into animal screwing. Ugh. Even, I'm gonna, talk about this, even when I'm having phone sex, there are people who bring up the whole dog thing. The whole conversation is going fabulous. He's telling everything he wants to do to you and everything, and then all of a sudden he's like, and then I'm gonna get my, German Shepherd, and he's gonna come in your butt. I'm like, ew, that is so disgusting. Ew, it totally turned off everything that was going on. It was like, ew. I don't understand the whole bestiality thing, but I guess apparently there are people who do get off by that. Whatever floats their boat, floats their boat. It's not something I would do, but yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think about bestiality or having sex with animals? Let me know in your comment below. Subscribe, and be sure to check out all the other vids here on the Charlie's Unique channel, you guys, for the Joy of Gay Sex series. Alright, so yesterday and today were the last topics I'm going to do for this week. Be sure to tune in next week where I'm going to do a lot more interesting topics, especially when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases, the whole rape topic, and all that stuff. So, thank you guys for tuning in this week. Be sure to comment, let me know what you thought about these topics, and I will see you guys very soon. Oh, and remember, if you have not yet checked out my other channel, it is over on Crossdressing Janice 08, CROSSDRESSING JANIS 08. So be sure to check out that channel and subscribe and watch those videos. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you very soon. Holla!